The greatest story ever told. Presented by the Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company. Today we present The Woman and the Treasure, a drama inspired by an event set forth in the 19th chapter of the Gospel according to St. Matthew, an event from the greatest life ever lived. The great marble palace of Pontius Pilate, Roman procurator for all Judea, is lit by many torches this night, and the music of a great party fills the huge banquet hall. It is a night of feasting and laughter, and many men of importance in Jerusalem are in attendance. There are officials from Rome, dignitaries from Alexandria, Greece, Phoenicia, and also many of the important men of commerce of the province itself. Now, one of the important men from Jerusalem turns to his wife to say,
"Oh, it's my dear Anne, I'm mistaken, or the Pilate has beckoned to you.
Pilate, then? You mean Claudia herself when she attacked Marathon? Why shouldn't she?
Why shouldn't she? Poor this one is better ground. These jewels sparkle more brightly.
You think she's jealous, then?
I told you it was dangerous to wear all those Jews or Romans should see them. It only creates envy. And pity those whom the Romans envy.
I'm sure now. She is beckoning to me.
No, you can't pretend you don't notice. That would only make her angry. You better go and see what you want.
Yes, Milton. Beckon to me, offensive? My dear, I'll leave all such titles to my husband. You may call me by my name. Thank you, Claudia. You are Lois, wife of the great merchant Mason. Are you not? I am. What do you wish of me? Was it the diamonds that attracted your eye? Is there a woman who wouldn't notice such unusual jewelry? But it was more than that. Listen to me closely. As we talk, pretend that this is a casual conversation. I don't understand. You have only to listen and smile and pretend that we are carrying on the kind of idle, useless chatter men always expect of women. There, smile. And nod to things. That's better. And you wish to talk to me about something at the same time? Yes. After all, he is one of your people. Who? The man who has come down from Galilee. They tell strange tales about him. I'm curious, interested. Does he do miracles? Does he teach about what he calls eternal life? Oh, I've never even heard of him. They call him the Master. And Pilate has already heard reports from Galilee that many people follow him. I've heard nothing. I'm sorry I cannot tell you. You can trust me. I'm not hostile to your people. Believe me. Then believe me, too, for I know nothing. If I did, I would tell you. I was sure you'd know. Sure that I would find out tonight. You see, it's important that I find out tonight. Try tonight. You'll find out very soon when I find out. Yeah. See that serving woman who makes her way toward us, bearing the tray with food on it? Yes. Listen, when she comes home, was only to offer us the food now. Oh. Yes, mister. What's on it? What have you heard? The Master and some of his disciples are at a house in the poor quarter of Jerusalem. The door is open, and many stand and listen outside. There is a great crowd. Now, do you think it will be safe today? My son waits at the back gate of the palace, ready to lead me there. And I have arranged for several simple ways to cover your son's place. You will be well disguised. No one will know. Good. So I must satisfy my curiosity about this man. Please, would you go with me? Of course, Claudia. If you wish. Then we must slip out of this hall without being too conspicuous. I shall go too. You will find. Yes, Claudia. in the place could have it right. It would not do to run around such worlds as mine to wander through the city at this hour without the protection of such a simple good friend.
Nor would it do to be overheard.
Oh, excuse me. What are you doing?
Excellency, that sounds just question. Both of us could be called upon to answer.
I ask you what you are doing now. Remember, this is my power.
Of course. Well, my efforts to slip away from the party do cast suspicion on my actions, but I am neither ashamed nor apologetic. I am on my way to seek out a prophet in Galilee. I've heard strange things about him. I want to see and hear for myself.
You too?
Don't tell me that you, a Roman, also does something.
I'll give you my word, just to suspect further than.
In that case, shall the three of us go together? I have word as to the place we'll find him. Come, I'll lead the way.
I had heard there were mountains. Healing. Who've seen none so far? Even if there were no healing, there is miracle enough in this house. What do you mean?
What Lois tries to tell you is that such a prophet who teaches to the poor is miracle enough in this land. You may be disappointed, Claudia, but I am impressed. Greatly impressed. The things he teaches, a kingdom of heaven, everlasting life, these are things a man teaches. And I shall find out how one achieves them.
You did ask him?
Yes. Master, I must ask you one thing. What good thing can I do that I may have the eternal life of which you spoke?
If thou wilt enter into life, keep the commandments.
The commandment? Which commandment, Master?
Thou shalt do no murder. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness. Honor thy father and thy mother, and thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
These commandments? All these things I have lived by since my youth. Yet it seems to lack something. What is it I still lack, Master?
If thou wilt be perfect, go and sell that thou hast, and give to the poor, and thou shalt have treasure in heaven. And come and follow me.
Give away all that I have, Master? You don't realize how much I have. No, I couldn't do that. No, I couldn't do that.
So keep it. It's fine. Fine. But because his possessions are so great, he cannot make the sacrifice to Master. I wonder, Claudia. Could we? I wonder too. Only one thing I'm sure. I shall never forget this man. Yes, sir. Claudia, I came to the palace this morning as soon as I received your message. It's just some trouble. I don't know, Lord. I didn't sleep last night. No, first I kept hearing his words. Then it was as though I could see him standing before me and beckoning to me. Oh, no. I was restless too. I rose from my couch and stood on the balcony, staring out into the darkness of the going time. I thought of Josephus and the way he went away from the master's presence, sorrowful, yet unable to part with his possession. I thought of the words the master spoke to me. And
lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and their seeds do not break through, nor steal.
I thought of those words. And this morning I took out of the girl's chest the gems I wore last night. I looked at them, held them up in the sunlight. I saw them sparkle and glow like flames. And I thought, these treasures are earthly treasures. And the master said to give them up. What I love. I can sit and stare at them by the hour and find new light to admire underneath them. Yes, I know how one can admire you. When we are no different from just people, Father. I wonder if we could do it. Maybe. Suppose we were to sell what we have and give to the poor. That gem you wear upon your throat, what could it do for us? This gem? No, not this one, sir. This one was brought from across the continent all the way from Cathay. There it had belonged to a master. He gave it to his wife at the time of their marriage. Why, this had been a royal gem for 1,000 years before my husband brought it from me. I couldn't part with this one. Then the gem you wear on your finger? That's it. You hesitate again? This is one of my favorites. I know. I was asking because I wanted to select one of my own gems that I might sell. And each somehow turned out to be my favorite, too, for one reason or another. I lacked the courage to give up any one of them. So I thought, if you could sell them, I might gain courage from you and be able to match your senses. When we are both as weak as your people. Oh, I would like to tell you. Here, this ring, I shall give it up. Then I shall give up this ring. What shall we do with the money? My maidservant will know where charity is needed among the poor of Jerusalem. The money we receive from these will be used to help them. Is it a deal? Yes. Yes. Wait, 1 minute. Let me have one last look at you. It's time to give it to me before you change your mind. Do you realize, Claudia, that we give up only a small part of what we have? I know. The master expected more than us, who asked more of their people. Yes. And so we make a bargain. This will be only the first of what we shall give up. From now on, each of us will match the sacrifice of the other. I promise you. And now I've found out how much these 2 gems will bring. And the money will be given to the people. Claudia, let me have one more look at the gems before it is sold.
Lois, what is it? Is there something wrong?
No, dear.
At the meal this evening, you ate very little. It was not even to know that there was food to share with.
I was not very hungry.
That is obvious. Something else is obvious, too. Ever since the night of Pilate's banquet, you've not been the same. Was it something Claudia said to you? Did she say something that caused you to worry? Something you keep from me because you think I might worry, too?
Please, Martin, please don't drive me to question.
I see, then there is something to worry about.
No.
No, what you can tell me. You've not become involved in any court intrigue, have you?
Yes, yes.
You've not found it necessary to give up any of your duels to keep gossiping tongues from wagging, have you?
Give up duels? What do you know about that?
I know there's one missing. The one that used to be so proudly worn on this finger.
And you noticed.
The first day I noticed it was missing, I thought you'd forgotten to wear it. But knowing how much you loved gems, I knew there was something wrong, and the ring was missing from your hand on the 2nd and 3rd day. So what happened to it?
You won't be angry with it.
Have I ever been angry with you without reason?
Nathan, I'm afraid you will be angry this time.
I'm waiting to hear it.
The night of the banquet, Claudia and I went to hear the master. You must have heard of him. The man from Galilee.
I've heard. Yes?
We were so impressed by him and what he said about the real treasures of this life that Claudia and I made a pact. We would each sacrifice earthly treasure in equal proportions to do good with the money.
I see.
The ring was the first.
Oh, now I understand.
You're not angry.
Shall a man be angry if he discovers his wife has kind and charitable instincts? Often being angry, I'm proud of you, my dear. Very proud.
And perhaps now you will be angry.
Is something else?
I have discovered something about myself, Nathan. I am not kind. I am not charitable. No matter what good may be done with the money, I would rather have the gem back. Yes. I would rather be able to admire it and hold it and wear it than to measure it as paid and I don't understand it again. I'm sorry.
Yes, see? Some ideas, it means so much to you, perhaps something can be done about it. The gem may not yet be sold. If it is, I may be able to buy it back. Please, don't cry.
I'm not proud of you anymore. You must despise me now.
I love you, my dear. And better than that, I understand you. I admit now I was surprised when you told me that you'd given up one of the gems. I didn't think that was like you. I used to have it back. Now, will you stop crying?
There's more, Nathan.
What do you mean?
Claudia and I, we had agreed that we would continue to sell our gems. Each of us giving up one gem at a time.
I see. My girl, I cannot help you. You must put an end to this arrangement as you began it, by yourself. As for the ring, I'll try to find out who has it now. That's all I can do. Well, Daniel, have you broken such a gem as I discovered? Have you seen it? Heard of it?
What makes you think that I would have seen such a ring as you described?
For one thing, I know that in the past, Claudia has bought several gems from you. If she wanted to sell some, she can take you, I'm sure.
Well, so call me from don't involve private pleasure. You deal with such highly influenced people and questioning and the closed mouth and the effort. Who would know why someone like her Excellency would want to dispose of gems suddenly?
I know.
You do?
Yes, but I have no interest in her gems, only in the ring that belonged to my wife. I must know who's it given to you.
There are no secrets for all who are concerned. Yes, the gems were brought to me, both of them.
And the ring, where is it? What price you put on it?
The ring? What you sold the little girl is given to me. Whoever gem was sold the next day. The money has been given to the woman Claudia Cynthia.
The ring is sold. Well, I must go and find the buyer and get it back.
That would take you on a long journey, Mason.
It's not sold to someone residing here in Jerusalem?
It is sold to a woman. On the same day, he was left here. He was already on a ship bound for Rome.
I see. Well, thank you, Daniel.
Perhaps there are some other gems which might take the place of that one. I have many here.
No, I'm afraid it has to be that ring or nothing. Well, I shall tell my wife. Good day, Daniel. So it was sold to a man who's already started back to rent. The ring is gone, my dear.
I see.
I'm sorry, Rose. But sometimes it's not always possible to undo a hasty and ill-considered action.
You don't really believe it was hasty and ill-considered, do you?
What else could it be if you do it one day and regret it so keenly the next?
I don't mean that.
Please, Rose, I don't understand you.
You didn't think my action hasty and ill-considered. You were proud of me for that moment when you thought I was unselfish and honestly interested in the welfare of others. Weren't you?
Yes, I was proud of you.
And now you must be very disappointed to find out that I'm selfish and unable to think of anything or anyone but myself. You may tell me the truth, Nathan.
You want me to hate you, don't you?
I want to know the truth, Nathan.
All right? You are selfish and spoiled. Nevertheless, the precious things that make you the leader of something. Now you've heard it.
I wanted to hear it. And yet it's very remarkable that what you said hasn't changed me at all. Not any more than what you said.
Perhaps his words were meant to people stronger than you are. But we must deal with your relatives, Lois. You have something you must do.
Claudia?
Yes. I depend no little on pilot favors in my business. It would not be well for him to know that you've disappointed Claudia. So you must go to her and ask to be released from your promise. Do it tactfully and without angering her. You understand?
How does she refuse it?
We'll talk about that later. If she does refuse.
Lois, I've been waiting to hear from you. I thought you'd have come to call on me before this. I had wanted to, Claudia, but I found myself unable to do so. You were ill? No. I had a great deal of thinking to do. Lois, you seem troubled. Claudia, I've been trying to think of ways to pay you. I thought of many ways, but all of them would have been dishonest. Lois, what are you trying to say? You must give me a way that will not be offended. After all, it was you who established inequality between us. Now it is very important that I be able to trust you as an equal. Have I ever said anything that would indicate I do not feel that way? No, but then you don't know what I'm about to say. I promise I will not be offended. Then I was 16. Claudia, you must understand that when I made my promise, I meant to carry it out. I didn't give my word lightly. So did I do it because I wanted to impress you or gain your friendship? You mean the promise that each of us would match the sacrifice of the other? Yes. But you were the one who made that suggestion. It must make my weakness now to know. The truth is I cannot do it. I cannot abide by my promise. I have offended you. Perhaps at one time I would have been offended. But something has been happening to me of late. Somehow I'm different. I seem to understand people better than I do. I can sympathize with their feelings and their frailties more than I ever could with you. You even sound different. Claudia, what has happened to you? I think it was hearing his words. It set me to say, I wish I could withstand you. But I'm not. Will you release me from my promise? If you wish it. And there will be no resentment. It will not cause his excellency any trouble or embarrassment. I kept the promise, Chief. No one will know that you were released from it. The whole thing shall be forgotten. Thank you, Claudia. Thank you, Claudia. What is it? I noticed my maidservant standing in the doorway. I wouldn't want her to hear for your sake. Mara, come here. Yes, mistress. Mara, have you heard anything this woman said? Oh, no, Excellency. You know I never eavesdrop. What you were standing in the doorway? Only because there's someone here to see you. I wanted to tell you. You see, the woman cannot wait too long. I had trouble getting her past the guards at the gate as it was. You had trouble? Yeah. Before I never received your mistress. You must know that. So this is a poor woman. And what does she want? Only to talk to you. I couldn't refuse her, mistress. Would you take the time to see her? Claudia, shall I leave? No, Lois. It can be no secret business. Mara, you may have the woman brought in. Yes, mistress. It is most unusual. Poor woman, coming to call on me. It's me. Mistress. This is the woman. Actually, there's no reason to throw yourself at my feet, woman. Come. And say what it is that brought you here. Thank you. Were it for myself alone, perhaps I never would have the courage to approach this place. But they kept urging me. They kept telling me someone must say to her. Someone must tell her. They seemed to think that I could do it best. They? Who? All of them. The widow whose husband died, leaving her without even enough to feed her children for the next week. And the blind old man who is now too old and weak to beg. And there are so many others. So many. I myself, who have a husband, lame and unable to support my children. so that I must see everything and have not known a single good day since all this evil came upon me. You don't know what your kindness has meant to you. The help, the kindness, the joy you don't know. Please, Ellen, there is no need of prayer. You can talk of that goodness without shedding tears again. Now that I have told you, I cannot trouble you any longer. Wait. Let me look at you. Okay. Lift your face. Let me see it. Oh, look at me. Oh, the tears that stand on your cheeks. Crying and embarrassed. But then with you, Logan, it has suddenly opened your eyes. And more important to the broken in your heart. I know something I never knew before. I feel different. Claudia, will you forget everything that I've said to you this day? I will stand by my promise. Oh, Lily, I'm happy to hear you say it. It was cold tears that did it. As I looked upon this woman's face, as I saw the light fall on those pools of thanks to make me speak. I knew suddenly that they meant more than the sparkle of the gems I held so dearly. There is no warmth in the treasures of this earth. No satisfaction. Nothing which can compare with the happiness of this good day. Claudia, I am ready to live by the Master's word and to give up earthly pleasure.
This program was brought to you by the Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company. Next week on the same network at this time, we will present And It Giveth Life, a drama inspired by the 5th chapter of the Gospel according to St. Matthew. Another episode in the greatest story ever told from the greatest life ever lived.